Genshin 5.6 livestream have finally ended. With that, we know everything we need to know about the update. And as always, we're going to talk about the update. Finally, we are going back to Mondstat, at least lore-wise. And there's some juicy stuff in the Archon quest. We are getting Interlude Act 6, I think, of Archon quest. The main plotline of Archon quest is basically Albedo Twin is here. He's like causing mayhem. And Albedo is on the charge for it. I think I'll have to play Better Call Saul again. Just like I saved Lenny, I have to save Albedo. The main hype around the quest is that we're gonna talk to Varka,
なんだ、バルバトスか？
varka?
the real Grandmaster. I knew they're gonna tease Varka in this update because there were hints of it. If you read the mail which Jean sent you on your birthday, she talks about Varka being in Node Karai. And Node Karai is 5.7 or 5.8, so I was like 5.6 or 5.7. We will definitely get something on Varka to create the hype. And there it is. Venti gets a phone call from Varka. I mean, he was using the phone to call Alice, Klee's mom, but it somehow reached Varka. I don't know how the fuck. But yeah, Alice is also here, Klee's mom, one of the Hexen Circle witches. There might be gold here too, Albedo's mom. But that's for later, that's for lore video. And if the quest is really hype, because of this quest we will also get a new weekly boss. It's a chess boss. The first phase is just chess. You just have to hurt the king by using the chess pieces. You don't have to play real chess. Genshin knows their fandom is dumb. You don't have to play real chess. And second phase is the real fight where you have to fight the king and queen at the same time. Mondstat third weekly boss before Natelin's second weekly boss is crazy, but that's what it is. Leaving Archon quest aside, we obviously have Escoffier, the newest 5-star. I'm just gonna say it here. If you're gonna pull for Skirk, you need Escoffier. Escoffier is literally gonna be the best support for Skirk. So let's talk about what Skirk can do. Just like Sitlali reduces the resistance of Pyro and Hydro of enemy, Escoffier is same, but she does it with Hydro and Cryo. But it depends, by the way. With Sitlali, she will reduce the resistance of enemy by 30%. It doesn't matter what your team is. But with Escoffier, you're gonna be needing Cryo and Hydro character in your team to get the full buff from the passive talent of reducing the resistance. So you're gonna be needing a team with Cryo and Hydro character. Her elemental skill is summons a plate kind of thing, which attacks enemy with Cryo. Now we don't know if it does actual damage or is just there to apply Hydro. It's a 5-star, so it's gonna do some damage, but I don't think it's gonna do that much damage. It's just there to apply the Cryo. And her burst basically heals because, well, you're gonna have to run her in the same team as Furina, and you need a healer with Furina. Her burst heals your whole team, not just the active character, the whole team. So she's a really good character, really good support for Cryo. If you have a Cryo DPS, you might need to pull for Escoffier. Other than that, yeah, that's a Escoffier. You will obviously gonna get her new weapon and her story quest. There's also the new 4-star Aoife. The leaks have been saying he's not really that good. He's like Sucrose. He groups enemy with his skills. His skills let you dangle in the air like Chaska, and he can attack enemies, which will heal your team. The leaks have been saying he's not really that good of a character, which is tragic because I actually like Aoife's design really fucking much. It's tragic he's not a fucking 5-star. Speaking of banners, phase 1 will have Escoffier and Navia. And Navia is here because she's in the fucking event. And phase 2 will have Kinich and Raiden. Kinich is also here because he's in the event. And Kinich and Raiden is funny because first time Kinich came, he was with Raiden. Speaking of banner, there's also Chronicled banner, which I'm kind of hyped about because it has Kazuha. And I need Kazuha, but I'm low on Prevo Gem, so we need to see. If my Escoffier pulls are good, I might pull for Kazuha, otherwise nah. So that's it for the characters and banners, and now let's talk about the main event. The main event is, as you all know, every time an Archon quest ends in a nation, the characters of that nation goes to other nation. Fontaine Archon quest ended, Fontaine characters went to Liyue. Sumeru Archon quest ended, Sumeru characters went to Mondstat. So now Natlin Archon quest have ended, so Natlin characters are in Fontaine. That's the new main event. The main event is about Navia and her company Spinadi Ruzila doing an amusement park or carnival kind of thing, which I don't know who the fuck is funding them. The main plot is there are some smugglers in Fontaine and Kinich and Ryotisli are working together to catch them. You will have 3 mini games you have to complete to get the Primo Gem. One mini game is flying around the sky and collecting coins, which is very similar to a Withering Waves event, which is very similar to Natlin Warrior challenges from Genshin. So basically Withering copied Genshin, and Genshin is now copying Withering because the minigame of flying around and collecting coins is very similar to Withering Waves. The other minigame is you will have to complete a level to reach the end where you can get a key, blah 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 blah. And the third minigame is you have to put these cute things in the boxes according to the requirement. It was last year at the Windbloom Festival where you have to put the flowers in such a way it will meet the requirement. For the new characters, we obviously have a new boss. There is one for Escoffier. It's like the same boss from 5.1 but just a little bit different, which I don't don't even know if we needed a new world boss or not, but they gave it to us. There are obviously 3 small events, like that's how it is. Every update, 1 big event, 3 small event. First small event is basically Clash Royale. We had this event before and it's back again. It's basically you take your troops and you go against other guys' troops, and the winner is Clash Royale. If you played Clash Royale, you know what it is. The second small event is co-op event, which fuck you Genshin, I don't like playing co-op, but it's here I guess. You have to compete with other 3 players for to get the more coin, but the twist is you can turn into a Saurians and kill other players. Not kill, but damage them for them to drop their coins. And the third small event is a combat event. You know, take the characters, kill the enemies, score a point, get the primogens, blah 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 blah. Pretty small update. I think it feels small because there is no area expansion. We have Arc Quest, we have Story Quest, we have events, new characters, and pretty much everything. Just not a new area expansion. Overall, in my opinion, update is pretty fine. I wasn't gonna really pull for a Scofier, but I have to because well, she's for Skirk and she looks pretty interesting too. She's like female Sanji. If you know Sanji from the One Piece, Sanji is also French in One Piece. He's not French in One Piece, but Oda said that if Sanji was in real life, he would be from France. And Sanji also uses French word in his attacks. So Sanji is French, Escoffier is also French. Sanji is blonde, Escoffier is also blonde. Sanji doesn't use his hands for fighting. Escoffier also doesn't use her hands for fighting. She uses her tail. So like there's too many similarity between Sanji and Escoffier. So that's why I'm calling her female Sanji. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pull for her because Skirk. Overall, the update's pretty fine. There is some quality of life changes too, like Imaginarium Theater is more easy to understand, which how much dumb Genshin thinks their fan is. Apparently not enough, because Genshin fans are somehow even more dumb. The character talents will have a summary next to them, which will let you understand what the fuck this character can do more easily. It's your typical Genshin update. I'm actually more hyped for Withering Waves because Zani is coming. If you play Withering, you know who Zani is and how hype it is for Zani to be playable. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.